Well, good morning and good afternoon and good evening, as a friend of mine says in the 3P community. My name is Wendy Williams, and this is my good friend Sheela Masand from Albier, Spain. And we are interested in making sure that you understand why you should come to Perfecting Deep Listening here in Hingham, Massachusetts on September 16 to 18. And today is the 20th of July, and there are 10 more days for the early bird special. So I wanted to make sure that we got this information out. So, Sheila, thank you for joining me this morning. And I just really want to tell you how impactful my going to Perfecting Deep Listening was back in May of this year. I went to Albier, Spain. It was the first time I'd been on an airplane in Lord knows how many years. So I just couldn't wait to go. And boy, did it really make an impression on me, because this Perfecting Deep Listening is a workshop that is great personally and professionally. It Deep listening, it is a way to transform a conversation and allow people to grow together and to discover what they already know inside. And like I say, it really had a big impact on me, both personally and professionally. It's for coaches, it's for people who are 12-step recovery sponsors, it could be for nurses, it could be for husbands, wives, anybody. Again, it's a big impact on relationships. So, Sheila, I'm stealing a lot of the airtime here. Tell me, what have you heard over the years as you've taught this with Jack Pransky, a 3P mentor in this world of the three principles? What have you heard from people?
Well, I've been very lucky to have hosted Jack in Spain since 2012. Every single year, apart from obviously our COVID times, but he came over and taught trainings on how coaching, and always include that deep listening was a major part of it. And I understand why, because I've sat through those trainings twice a year sometimes. And I had the privilege of teaching with him this year, which is amazing, in May, because it's so rare that people actually truly listen to. I don't know about you, but I have friends and family that don't listen to me, that will interrupt me. Clearly, sitting with them, if I can see them, they're clearly not with me. They're off in space, distracted, thinking about what they're going to say. And when we actually sit together in these workshops, it's very experiential, which means it's not about Jack and I sitting at the front of the room talking. It means that we will do some explanation, description, talking about what deep listening is, what it's not. I think that's more important than anything, what it's not. What gets in the way of is actually being present, because I equate deep listening to being present with people. Like what is it when how does it feel when we're really present? And that's what happens for people when they go off and practice, because it's experiential. It's not sitting listening to us. It's go try this out, notice. And people are blown away by how much they don't listen. So it's that contrast. It's like noticing, wow, I thought I was actually being present with people, but now you've pointed out this and you've pointed out that, and I can really spend some time with somebody else, listening to them, and just noticing how I'll latch on to somebody's story about when they were, I don't know, on Salt Spring Island with so and so, and I'm in that story with them. Now I'm not actually really being present with them. I'm thinking about my experience when I was on Salt Spring Island and what I did and where and so we think we're listening because we're enjoying somebody's story, but we're actually not if we're off distracted and thinking about ourselves. So that's just one example of where people see, oh, this being present is not what I thought it was at all. Yeah. And so it wakes people up to, and what happens is, because people enjoy the feeling of being present with people, They really want some more of that. And as over the years, as I've taken this into my coaching, and because I've been coaching before I came across this idea of deep listening, I was into active listening, which was very much about being active. This is exactly the opposite of that. We don't want to be active and trying to remember what people are saying and reflecting back to them, and all the things that some coaching schools teach.
And
It's
nursing
really,
schools teach,
I don't
and
know about nurses
healthcare.
in school.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
okay. So
Active
yeah,
listening
active
is
listening
big.
is okay. So we're not talking about that. We're
Right.
talking about something quite different. And because it's such a wonderful feeling to be in yourself, it's not stressful. It's you're like an empty vessel. So it's not draining. So you can have lots of coaching conversations or conversations with people and not feel like you need a timeout from people. It's such a pleasant feeling, just being with that. It takes no effort at all in the end. It's this noticing. But yeah, so
It's so
it's
interesting.
addictive. It's addictive, which is beautiful, which is a
Yeah.
beautiful thing, because who wouldn't want to be being present with life? And so the other benefit of it is that you take it to yourself too, learning how to, and understanding. Really, it's not a learning, it's an understanding, recognizing, oh wow, if I just take time to be present with me. And what people report is the clarity and the wisdom that comes forth from taking time to notice how busy I am in my mind. And what if I just stopped reading my mail, stop looking at Facebook, stop watching the TV, or whatever it is that we constantly distract ourselves with? What if I just stop that? I wonder what would happen. And it's amazing when we allow ourselves to have that space, what guidance can come through, what wisdom can come through. But even just noticing what I could do to take care of myself, oh my God, I've not been eating properly, or I've not been exercising, or I want to call so and so, that I'd love to have a conversation with. Those things are invisible to us until we actually give ourselves some space to quieten
settle.
down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're reminding me, as I was sitting in the circle, it is very experiential. The workshop, the weekend work with you and Jack Pransky, is very experiential. And I remember being struck at some point, like, wow, whether I'm assigned the role of the listener or whether I'm assigned the role of the person sharing something or being listened to, both I walked away refreshed and and connected in a lovely way. I don't know, did I know anybody in that circle? I mean, I knew a couple of people by
A
name
couple
only,
on
but yep,
online maybe, but not in
yeah,
person.
but no,
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody in person. But boy, it was just like literally workshop or experience. I don't know what you'd want to call it. But there was such a wonderful connection with other human beings who were doing very, very different things. There were social workers, nurses, coaches, just family members, just people who just really were taken with the notion of deep listening. So thank you so much for spending this time. I'm hopeful that people will be inspired to join you and me and Jack Pransky in Hingham, Massachusetts, a half a mile walk from the Atlantic Ocean, a beautiful, beautiful venue. And if you listened or heard or read any of Jack's books, he often talks about Nantasket Beach. So it's probably a 5-minute drive from where Jack's.
Wow, I didn't realize it was as close as that. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you will. You will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
wonderful.
fabulous.
Thank you so much, Sheila. This will be great. And I'll see you in a few weeks,
Oh, I
basically.
can't wait.
I know, really. All right.
Yeah.
Take care. Thanks again.
Thank you.